Everything Anonymous. That's a play on words. Instead of Alcoholics Anonymous or Gamblers Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous, it's Everything Anonymous. Gavin, what's your name?
Hello.
Yeah, you heard him.
It's hot, dude. So, the other night, I'm at work, and two ambulance, this group of friends show up, and they're like, "Hey, did a dude come in here from a DUI crash?" And I was like, "Not yet." And so they sat there waiting. Lo and behold, two ambulance pull up. Dude comes out of the back, all beat up, busted. He could stick his finger in his eyebrow, bleeding everywhere, and gets all taken care of. He wasn't the driver, but him and this other girl were a passenger. Well, last night he comes back, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm here to see my friend this time."
Wait, the same guy?
Yeah,
The guy who came in for the accident?
yeah. And he's like, "I'm here to meet my friend. He's about to get sent here now because we got to." He's like, "Now we both got a gash on the same eye."
From what?
His girlfriend busted a bottle over his head.
Dude.
And I was like, "Wow!" And then his friend that was with them, they started talking about the wreck, and his friend was like, "You know, the only reason you survived is because you were drunk." And he's like, "That's why whenever I get behind the wheel, I drink a fuck ton." He was like, "So that way, if I get in a wreck, I'm gonna live." And I was like, "Or you could just not drink."
Dude, no, wait. This is bulletproof logic.
And he was like, keep in mind, he drove to the hospital, and he's like, "If you
Bleeding out of his eye.
no,
This is
his friend last night."
Okay. Oh, okay.
And his friend's like, you could stab me in the heart right now. I'll live."
So
I was like,
he's fucked up right
yeah,
now.
I was like, "You drove here." And then he backed into my coworker's car. I was like, "No, I didn't." I'm watching the camera and I see his whole car move. And I'm like, "Yeah, you did." But there was no damage. And he was like, "Okay." My coworker was like, "Whatever."
Dude, what the were you like how old were you?
20.
Dude, that is so much funnier than like a 40-year-old man. It's just like two frat guys that are like,
Straight up.
dude, I'm plastered everywhere I go.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, he came in 2 nights ago.
Because
He got a DUI.
They both met the person at the hospital. That is fucking hilarious. Bro, twins, dude. Look, dude, you're
They're at OTRs whenever we went. The night when that dude got in a fight, they were there because he was still wearing his OTR and Cowboys bracelet.
From 2 nights ago?
Yeah.
I love College Town so much. That's so much funnier to be like, no, I didn't. You know you did. You know you hit that car.
Yeah.
You can't miss hitting a car.
Because I watched him get out. I watched him pull forward, get out, go look at it, and get back in the truck. And then I came outside and was like,
damn, dude.
I was like, did you
Some fucking asshole just ran into this guy's car.
I was like, bro, did you just... Because they see me walk outside and they both hop out and they come talk to me. They're like, did you see if my friend got here? And I was like, no, but I think I saw you hit that car. And they're like,
no, dude.
I'm like, no.
No, dude, what the fuck?
I was like, I saw on the camera, like, you even got out and went to go look at it. And he was like, yeah, I thought I hit it, but it's good.
Yeah, I hit it, but like nothing bad happened.
He was like, my hitch would have tore a hole in it.
Oh, these were country guys. These were okay. That's
but like
that's
country
a little
full of tattoos and broccoli hair. And
yeah, like the new kind of country.
It's like
guys.
a hybrid.
Yeah, the new guys. They listen to YoungBoy and they say the N word, but it's okay because one black guy went to their high school.
Yeah,
that's all of Hathaway right there. That's fucking hilarious, dude. Just like, and just those. I was more on like the okay, it's a couple frat guys, but it's not as funny now there because that's like on brand for what they do. Yeah, get drunk and go to Waffle House. All we can do. We listen to Morgan Wallen and we hook up with 16-year-olds.
Go be a nuisance at Walmart.
They love being a nuisance at Walmart.
Go steal popcorn chicken from the deli.
All right, don't you ever disrespect stealing the popcorn chicken. I do that to this day.
It's not even good, man. It's always soggy. Anytime
that's
I go
why
pick
I'm not
up a
gonna pay. That's
cup,
why I'm not gonna pay for it.
You right? That's valid.
Yep.
But it's like, hey man, I'm calling the cops. You stole popcorn chicken in the instance you got caught, and it's like, do I really want to get caught stealing this shit?
Well, they're not gonna do anything to you. But hey, man, you can't do that. I've busted people with like $300 worth of groceries in their buggies, and we can't do anything.
Well, yeah, it has to be like, what is it, like 900 for a felony?
What's fucked up is companies now are tracking you to do it,
They're gonna wait till
and
you.
they're gonna wait till you get a felony, which is fucked up because like
Motherfuckers just steal $800 and go find another
Yeah.
store.
So you telling me the limit's $8.99? What's been in the news recently, dude? I haven't even read this story, but I posted it on my Instagram. They got another leaked chat about a strike.
What?
Same dude.
How?
I don't know if it's. I don't know. I didn't even read it. I just posted it because I'm a journalist. But I think it was about the first strike, but he was just talking about it with his family in the same Signal chat, and somebody leaked it. Dude,
They didn't even kick the reporter out.
dude, no. They're like,
OPSEC is clear.
they were like, do not screenshot this, dude. Do not screenshot this.
We're clear on OPSEC and ComSec.
More like CumSec. More like. All right. Okay.
You ever been milked?
Go ahead and explain that. You explained it to me, but go ahead and explain it for everybody else.
Nope.
That's terrible.
Some things you just gotta figure out.
Milk.
It's
See,
like
I thought Milk was like the Dave show,
No, look, hear me out.
where he's got his dick to the table and she's jerking him off underneath the table.
Yeah.
You're talking about coming and then not stopping.
Yeah.
That's not the same.
You don't finish the video, do you?
The Dave show, the day of Dave.
What is that?
You watched what? You watched a porn like that?
What are you talking about?
Dude, Pornhub's been down for like 4 days.
I wouldn't know.
I would. It keeps telling me server overload or whatever, and I'm like, damn, everybody trying to beat off right now? Everybody? So I had to use X videos like a fucking loser.
Or do you use a VPN or did you create an account?
I'm not gonna create a porn account.
So how do you even on Pornhub?
Oh, you're talking about like the login thing we have to do?
Yeah.
No, you made an account for that, but not for the
You don't need to
Pornhub
make
website.
an account, dude.
I'm not making a Pornhub account.
So you fucking verified your ID on that shit.
Yeah. Did you not? How are you watching porn?
Hey guys, I jerk off.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, anytime a cop
They
wants to
already track.
anytime a cop wants to see your ID, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that guy watched this video.
It's like
Oh, he logged
it's
into
like
Pornhub."
I
today."
got a warrant, but I'm also on Pornhub. So they're like, whoa.
Oh, see, that's why you got
holy
warrants.
shit. Whoa.
All you gotta do is get a VPN app, and then set it to Seattle 14.
So you're not acting like you're above me because you watch porn. Because you
No.
don't watch porn. You're acting like you're above me because you found a way to not. It doesn't matter. They already have all that
It
information.
does, but I would just rather not put my ID on there.
It's already on your fucking ID when they're tracking all your data anyway.
They don't. Okay, but I'd rather like not contribute that much.
Whatever, bro.
It's like when a cop asks for your ID, it's like, no, work for it.
You're gonna have to drag me out of this car yourself, mister.
What crime did I commit? I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
That shit. Sovereign citizen shit.
Well, I just had that happen to him once.
Like recently.
I don't know about recently, but
That's hilarious. I'm all for like sticking.
listen. There we go.
I'm all for like sticking it to cops, but don't be a fucking loser about it. Be a man. Pull out a gun.
Yeah, just get to the point, bro.
Mhm.
We've been talking and talking for decades. It's time for action.
Somebody. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but somebody's got to kill him, right?
Who's him?
Like him,
Who?
the guy.
What guy?
You're not gonna fucking incriminate me. There's two of them. One of them's got to go.
One of them just killed the Pope.
That was so funny. That was so funny. And then when his cause, dude, because like the left,
They're like, the Pope sees the devil day before dying.
yeah, dude, they were like, somebody said the Pope died of cringe because he met J.D. Vance. Dude, that I thought like they just took a picture of him meeting him like a couple months ago. No, that was yesterday.
I kept on seeing these comments where it's like Trump said something regarding the Pope, and all the comments were like, the Pope hates Trump and the Trump administration.
He does.
And they just kept on saying, oh, he hates that, he hates this. And it's like, you don't become the Pope by doing the simple sin of hate. You don't hate them. Okay? You don't hate.
What does he do then?
Dislikes.
Oh, whatever, bro. No, he's
hey,
like,
I'm saying, when you go to
this
court
is
for
the
that shit,
most-
that's
that Pope has been the most like woke.
yeah, sorry, that's what he did
So
something
many-
about LGBTQ.
So many like conservatives like don't even fuck with him. But the thing is they're conservative and Christian, and he's the Pope, so you can't really diss him. But like he's like pro Palestine, pro LGBT.
I would have thought they gave him like a fucking, like a decked out wheelchair. When I saw him in that wheelchair, I was like, "Where's the padding and like the velvet?"
It's just like he's on crutches, but like they're just like the hospital crutches.
They're wooden. Like, dude, it did not look right. Like, give him some fucking.
Have you seen that? You remember that? You know that car he rolls in? He rolls in like a car, like a buggy. It's crazy. It's like a car with like a driver, but it's like a big dome on the outside of it. In the movie Cars, they put him in there. So I'm working on a bit where I'm like, oh, the Pope's died. Does that mean we can have the guy from Cars now? Because he's just a car. I have to show you. It's ridiculous. It's like a car that he rides in when he does like parades and shit. Because they parade him around the Vatican all the time.
What door did they open yesterday? That he was in the wheelchair in front of the door of, and he looked scared.
You talking about?
I don't know, man. It was like 4 a.m. when I saw it.
I got the news when I woke up for work at 3. I was like, damn, 4 people are gonna be mad about this. No, I'm kidding.
Something else happened too. I forgot. Oh, Chicago had a blast last night.
A blast?
Yeah, drag racing, drifting, setting fireworks off in the street. They had a blast, dude. They were upset though because it was on the north side.
Isn't that the good side?
They're taking over their turf.
I don't like the media has made those cities seem like a fucking barren wasteland. Chicago's not that bad.
There's Mad Max out there, dude.
Yeah, they're like, no, dude, they're fucking like
when they were saying, where was it? In Colorado, they were like, yeah, all the immigrants
oh yeah,
took
dude.
over the hotel. They're just fucking kicking down doors.
Dude, they're
They
fucking like,
own it.
yeah, they're collecting rent and everything. So that whole thing, even the picture was like complete bullshit. There was a lady who came out and admitted that she made it up. She made the whole thing up. And like even like the cats thing, like, oh, they're eating the cats. Remember when Trump was doing that? A lady came out and said that she was making that up, but they doubled down on it. They're like, no, she's lying. They didn't make that up.
Deport her.
Honestly, get rid of all of them. Have you seen the shit about that guy? So this guy got deported, and it was complete. Like they came out and was like, yeah, that was a fuck up, but they won't bring him back. So all right, this guy, right, in 2019, he's El Salvadorian or Salvador, whatever the fuck. He came here when he was 16 years old. He got sent here because a gang in El Salvador was extorting him and his family. Like they were shop owners or whatever, and they.
So it was like asylum.
Yeah. So
Kinda.
he came here with his brother as asylum seekers. So they came in illegally. I'll give him that. It came in illegally, but in 2019 he was outside of a Home Depot looking for work, and a detective pulled up and was like interrogating him about being in a gang because he had like tattoos on his fingers. And he was like, no, I'm not in a gang. I've never been in a gang. So he eventually takes him. He goes to immigration court, which is like pretty much determining like if you're going to get deported or not. And so he goes. The judge, he hears this story like, oh, well, my parents sent me here because of the gangs. Like they were threatening my life. They said we're going to like rape his sisters and shit like that if he didn't leave. So he left. And So the judge says in 2019, this man cannot be deported back to El Salvador at all. Like under any circumstances, he cannot be deported back to El Salvador because he is at threat with this gang. Um, so he goes back, everything's fine. That same detective is fired from the police force for like tampering with evidence, like gambling, alcoholism, domestic violence.
Another thing is like,
I'm not. It's not even the best part. 2025 rolls around, they pick him up and deport him because all they saw on his file was gang. Nothing about anything. They just saw gang, grabbed him and deported him. Sent him, guess where? El Salvador.
what gets me is the first time he got caught when he was trying to get a job outside of Home Depot. What was the cause for the stop? Like, what was the cop doing?
Just him loitering.
You got tattoos, boy.
No loitering. They were like, they do it all the time. That's how they catch people to deport them.
Loitering is such a.
It's bullshit. It's the only
What
reason.
are you hanging out?
Hey, you chilling too hard, dog.
The way you standing there is a little too tough for
I
me,
don't like
bro.
that. I don't like that. You got too much aura. No, so the most fucked up part. Keep in mind, this guy's wife is an American citizen. His children,
I remember him.
his children are citizens.
And they're like,
all three of them are disabled. So he's their sole caregiver, besides the mom. So they sent him out. A federal judge, the same judge, came out and was like, I told y'all he cannot go back to El Salvador. They came out and was like, yeah, that was an administrative error. Like we didn't really like look at his file.
They didn't do shit to his file.
Will not bring him back at all. The Supreme Court had a 9-0 decision to bring him back, and Trump went against it. If you think that motherfucker can go against the Supreme Court and get away with it, and y'all are gonna let it happen, what do you think's next? You guys are fucking stupid. Like seriously fucking stupid. That's another thing.
They're gonna accidentally deport like Shane Gillis.
They're gonna.
That'd be a crazy ass.
Dude, I will fucking riot.
Dude, I can't wait to see the skit they do about the Blue Angel or whatever the fuck they did going to space with Katy Perry. Her little Daisy.
Dude, people were flaming her ass.
Have you been to space?
Now they're trying to make it into like a woman and man thing. Like it's because she's a woman. No.
What?
No, you can't do that. They tried to do that with Hillary.
The men built the thing.
Okay. You're pushing it.
Well, I mean, I see both. Not like the women and man argument. Don't just hear me out. Hear me out. You didn't even fucking hear what I had to say. You just instantly went to hating what I got. Okay, so hear me out. First of all, I think it's dumb. Like, okay. I sat on a toilet longer than you've been in space. Because I mean, think about it. It was like a total of 11 or 12 minutes. They were in zero gravity for what, 3 or 4 minutes, and then they came back down, and then kissed the ground, which it wasn't. It wasn't even like cement. It was like dirt. You got shit all in your lips. And then the argument I keep seeing, which I kind of agree with, it's like you went to space, and you spent your time clip farming with a daisy in the camera.
It's so like.
And I get it. Her daughter's name is what, Daisy or some shit. And she's like, something about my daughter in space. I brought my some bullshit. I don't know.
Bitch, bring your daughter to space.
Yeah, they had an extra seat. Dude, but what I did
both
see,
of y'all crashed on the way down.
What I did see was she was in an interview and she was like, the training that it took.
Oh,
all the hours, dude. And then the news read through what the training was, and it was practicing putting on and taking off the seatbelt.
No,
entering and exiting the craft.
They do a lot of shit. Like they do like 0G testing and like they do like that because you got to think about it. When they go to space, they're at like Mach whatever, right?
Yeah.
So they have to go through that training. I don't know if they did or what, because astronauts do that. I don't know if they made them do that, but the thing people are pissed off about is like, yeah, you went to like y'all took 9 billionaires to space, and fucking kids are dying of starvation. And that's a valid argument, but it's Katy Perry. No one has talked about Katy Perry in fucking 5 years.
She broke out in the song on the way down. Okay,
Are you fucking serious?
she did.
Oh my
She did.
god.
I forgot what song it was, but she broke out in the song, and it was like an acapella, and they adored it.
I jacked off Katy Perry so many times.